Welcome back to the action. It's our second semi-final of the Cazoo UK Open, all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation and coming to you live on ITV Sport from Butlins, Minehead. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome the former World Match Play champion, the winner of 2 World Series titles. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former 2-time back-to-back World Youth champion. Time to meet the Dream Maker, Dimitri, and then Bergh. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 148 PDC titles worldwide, the winner of 3 UK Open titles. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the 3-time champion of the world, mighty Michael.
The players are so up for this semi-final. The crowd are so up for this semi-final. No doubt, so too are Chris Mason and John Rawling.
Very much so, Jackie. I think Michael van Gerwen so far this weekend has had a terrific weekend of darts. I think he's really played very, very well and justifiably now is a red-hot favourite to lift this title. 33 years old. And he's come through victories against Dave Chisnall, Martijn Kleermaker, Luke Humphries and Nathan Aspinall. That 10-6 in the quarter-final. Tournament average of not far short of 100. And he's looked very, very solid. Business-like, Chris. He's looked determined.
Yeah, it's been all business. That interview with Mark Webster, it was all business. There was no joking about. He's had it tough, to be honest. The draws have not been kind. Nothing personal, MVG.
Dimitri, 28 years old, 5 years the younger man, twice World Youth Champion and World Match Play Champion back in 2020. Wins against Gabriel Clemens, Mervyn King, Gary Anderson.
Incredibly, sorry, John, incredibly. They mentioned the 104. John McDonnell did the 148 titles. Well, one of them wasn't the World Youth, of course.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
First
right.
player gets Michael to throw first. Game on.
Richard Burnett's been dancing around like a little kid down behind the stage. I think it's something to do with that 7 sign which everybody's holding up in the arena.
Yeah, poor old or was wounded.
Yes, I think there might be some
60.
ribbing going on, particularly if Michael van Gerwen happens to go, or indeed Dimitri van den Bergh happens to go 7 up.
85.
Right, promise not to mention it again. Well, maybe. Oh, there was that huge lead. Did Michael van Gerwen go 7-0 down against Darren Webster and then won the match?
Yeah. Well, this is their 7th TV meeting. Well, no, this is their 8th. They've had 7 before this one. And Dimitri won their very first one back in 2018.
The only one he's won.
Yeah, 6 on the spin since then. And their overall head-to-head, again, not pretty reading for Dimitri. 16 meetings, 14 wins for Michael, 1 win
41
for Dimitri and 1 draw in the Premier League.
Michael's the 3-1 on favourite to win the match.
58.
I don't think too many people would argue with that one, the way it's panned out so far. But the crowd would like to see a real match. They'd like to see
100.
Van den Bergh a lot looser and playing his natural game, not getting as tied up and weighed down as he was in the World Championship match when Michael van Gerwen just
168. Dimitri require 160.
16th UK Open for MVG, missed just the one in 2017 with a back injury, the year
60.
that Peter Wright won it, of course, his first ever TV title.
8 for 1-0, double 4.
No score.
Oh, a little bit
Dimitri
of a
require
glimmer of an
100.
opportunity for Dimitri.
That against Nathan, didn't he, at the double 15, dragging low, went for 48 for 32, found the 21.
Michael, you require 32.
So second time of asking for double 16. 18 darts so far.
Game shot on the first leg.
And 20
Michael
does
van
the
Gerwen.
trick.
Second leg, it's Dimitri
He's
to throw
away.
first. Game on.
Won 8 of his 9 last matches. Third in the order of merit at the moment. Although, you know,
97.
if you talk to most players, I think most think that on his day he's still the man.
Yeah.
140.
Stats don't really point in that direction, but the important opinion is that of the players, because they're the ones that are going to battle with him. And I mean, tournament averages,
60.
MVG has been outstanding, and he has had it the tough way. 99.79 the tournament average, and equally as impressive
59.
is the numbers of
His season's average is 98.
Dimitri. Yeah.
No, Michael.
Michael, yeah.
I mean, that's how well he's been playing so far in 2023.
Seasonal average for Dimitri of 95.35. And his tournament average here is 96.59, so not too far away.
Somebody's got his memento there.
Signed MVG shirt.
99. Michael, you require 157.
So 157 for a break of throw.
One aspect of that performance against Aspinall was the finishing. Back-to-back ton finishes at a real key moment.
At a big time, 119,
91.
127.
Dimitri
They were
require
big moments.
120.
Shanghai then. To level it up, and he can't find the treble, so it's not going to happen for now.
60. Michael, you
The
require
performance
66.
against Luke Humphries in the round before was stunning. And the only blip on there was one leg where he missed 5 darts at a double.
30.
Yeah, Luke's a real
Dimitri
informed
requires
player, wasn't
60.
he? He was hot as well, and to beat him at the moment, 10-4, very, very impressive. But tops here for Dimitri to level it up, double 10.
Game shot.
Yes,
the second
well done.
leg. Dimitri van den Bergh.
18
Third
dot
leg,
leg,
it's
the
Michael to
game's
throw
not
first.
really got going yet.
Yeah, sedate start from both. It will catch fire.
140.
You can say that with absolute certainty.
One thing, I'm sure Dimitri will feel the fresher of the two.
100.
He has had a reasonably smooth route today.
They played 4 semi-finals previously. It's 4-0 to MVG.
Yeah, there's not too many stats that give me any confidence to pick Dimitri to win this match.
It perhaps takes a little bit of a heart from their 2 meetings in the Premier League this year, both 6-4 to Michael, but Dimitri's really given him a game.
Yeah, and that's something he will be holding on
57.
to. But of course, this is a much longer race, a first to 11 match. Thought Gilding was solid. Had a little bit of a wobble where he had an opportunity to lead 6-2, but ultimately just a bit too much knowledge for the young Gavalas.
Well, Adam didn't really show up, did he? He didn't play anywhere near as well as he did against Rob Cross.
92.
Not remotely.
No. Michael blowing on his hands. I'm just feeling the cold a little bit. It's
Michael, you require
certainly not cold in here.
20 and now tops.
58.
Just clipped the flight on the way in.
Dimitri require 93.
Pulls the dart to go low.
Double 18. Great dart, that first one.
Loves double 18 as well.
Yeah, that's a good marker, the second, surely.
57.
Well, he
Michael,
moved, and I'm not
20.
sure. We didn't really get the angle, but it looked pretty straightforward.
No
Done
score.
it again.
You can't believe it. I think that's 4 or 5
Dimitri
times he's done that
required
during the
36.
course of the day. Double 9.
18.
Well, the both of them are struggling
Michael,
at this
you
point.
required 20.
1 out of 7 on doubles for MVG, 1 out of for Van der Bergh, 1 out of 9 for Michael.
10.
Make that 1 out of
Dimitri
12.
require 18.
Double 8 then. For a break of throw. Double 4.
Game shot on the third.
And there it
line.
is, eventually.
Dimitri
21
van den
darts to
Bergh.
get there. But get there he did.
Too many opportunities like that.
Fourth leg, it's Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
Do you think both players may be feeling the pressure because it's potentially their final, with all due respect to Andrew?
Long days, aren't they? But, Andrew Gilding is not going to
140.
take defeat easily. But if he averages mid-90s, which he has done right the way through, he's going to take some beating. He's not just going to be
140.
rolling over and letting somebody tickle his tummy.
No, it's sort of pretty much when you speak to people in the crowds that it's a foregone conclusion. It's
57.
Well, a lot of people thought it was MVG's to lose, but winning this is not a foregone conclusion. Certainly every bit of
96.
data we look at suggests it will be, but darts isn't played on paper and records of the DJs.
Yeah, I've voiced that sort of Michael van Gerwen theory to 1 or 2 people.
180.
First maximum for Dimitri, and they've said pretty much to a man, the one person who really beats
171.
Michael is Michael.
Dimitri require 124.
So a lot depending on his mindset. Van den Bergh then to go 3-1 up. Not now.
92. Michael, you require 94.
Double 18 for tops. Go double.
Game shot.
Oh, that's the way to do that.
Michael
And
van Gerwen.
that has awakened
Big leg,
Michael
it's
van
to throw
Gerwen.
first. Game on.
12 darter.
And the break back.
That come from nowhere after that. Prior to hitting the
93.
919s, the 171, he was in a world of trouble after a max from Dimitri.
He missed 11
177.
darts as a double and then gets 2 in
Like
one
buses.
minute.
140.
Yeah. Food and drink available.
140.
Took a while to get going, but it's going now.
Big lag as ever, the one before the break. Sort of 5 minutes to stew over it, whichever way it goes.
120. Michael, you require 142.
Yeah, I just think Dimitri's just picked up the tempo, playing better.
118. Dimitri requires 64.
Vandenberg 9 darts to 64. Be a quality break if he can get there. Double 16 now. Ideal
48.
guide it was, but he couldn't
Michael,
use
you
it.
required 24.
Brilliant second dart to put it that close to the double.
Game shot.
Michael van Gerwen.
Michael van Gerwen.
He gets the hold after being under all sorts of pressure. A 13 dart leg. And Michael van Gerwen goes to the break, getting the good scores and the pressure darts and pressure checkouts. When
It's Dimitri to throw first.
And he's not seeing anything that would scare him so far.
nice little bonus from his performance here this weekend that he's got himself a place in the Grand Slam.
58.
He wasn't aware of it, you know, when Webby was talking to him.
No, inside the top 32, and an opportunity, of course, with the Slam, with that being ranked and carrying
100.
massive prize money. Great opportunity. Well, it's flickered and spluttered, this match. Little moments of individual brilliance from both.
96.
But some of it's a little bit more ordinary. I certainly didn't expect the match to
123.
be where it is now. We really expected an explosive confrontation between these two.
140.
Still time for it to go that way.
Oh, absolutely. It would just be one little spark.
Van Gerwen on 165. No finish, of course.
65.
Leaves himself on the ton. This is for a break of throw.
60.
Oh dear, could have done without that.
Yes.
Michael, you require 100.
80 on the floor.
Double 14.
72.
Just the wrong side of the wire.
Dimitri require 129.
Good dance.
Ooh.
Another one.
Game
That's
shot
magnificent.
play. Dimitri Vandenberg.
Terrific dance,
Set
Chris.
play. It's Michael to
Yeah,
throw
it was
first.
stunning, that. Absolutely stunning. It does look an exhibition shot, but it's the bigger target, of course, and these players so
99.
good. Once they get one in there, they're very, very confident of following.
Dimitri very much in this match. The Antwerp man now playing out of Leicester.
Yep,
140.
relocated to really focus on his career as a player. Vast majority of events, of course, are in the UK. When you look at the amount of pro tours that are based not too far from there. I'm sure, but I was living with Damon Heta, so great opportunity for both when you consider the practice those two will have. I think De Souza was there for a certain amount of time. That would have been some serious practice.
100. Michael, you require 122.
Tops.
82.
He's back though, or will be.
You could hear the click off the top wire. That's how close it was.
He's just clicking up his average as well. It's up over 94 now, having had a very slow start. Double 10.
Game shot on the 7th leg. Michael Van Gerwen.
Important dart that, and he knows
8th
it.
leg, it's Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
It's Michael that's looking the most likely, isn't it, to just find another gear right now.
96.
Well, you'd think so. I don't know whether that's evidence of our eyes or just the fact he's done it so many times before, but you'd think so.
140.
Maybe it's evidence of both.
His winning legs are 17, 12, 13 and 15. The winning legs for Dimitri, 18, 21 and 18.
99.
Well, they're fairly persuasive statistics, aren't they?
121.
Bergh might go for 19s here to manoeuvre his way towards 170 if need be.
Of course, going for the 20s there would have been highly risky, because the 140 would have left a bogey 166. His thinking would have been
82.
the 19s with varying combinations of 136 and
2 treble 20s there would have given
139,
him double
167.
167, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
140. Michael, you require 158.
Well, 158 now. No, it's the wrong side of the wire.
91. Dimitri require 107.
And the Bergh throw is under pressure.
He's just had the 129, didn't he? Leg 6. Treble 16 and tops. It's the smaller adjustment.
55. Michael, you require 67.
67 for a break of throw. Oh, it's a 2. Double 10 with that treble 15.
Game shot on the 8th leg.
Oh, goodness me, didn't he get his way out of a bit of a mucky position there? Well,
to throw first.
Celebration, back-to-back legs, a break of throw, back-to-back 15 darters. Are we about to see MVG hit the afterburner?
140. $60. 140.
It's an interesting combination.
81.
Unicorn and chums. We've got some great outfits down here, don't we?
134.
Is there somebody in Minehead who actually stocks them for those who forget? Because there are some terrific outfits.
81.
Yeah, they're not quite as creative as the ones at Ali Pali, but they do give it a good go.
I was sitting
71.
down near the Adam Gavlas crew in that last match, and there was a flock of sheep there.
I've seen those.
57. Michael, you require 16.
Double 8.
No border collie, though?
No. No border collie, no butchers, nothing.
No score.
You feel a bit
96.
uncomfortable if you're not
Michael,
wearing
you
something
require
bizarre.
16.
I mean, I felt very much in the minority.
Hence the shirt
Game
still.
shot on the 9th leg. Michael Van Gerwen.
And
10th
going
leg, it's
easing
Dimitri to
further
throw
clear.
first.
Yeah, 3 on the
Game
spin now.
Break at the end of this leg. Dimitri badly needs to stop this run from Van Gerwen.
100.
Yeah, it's a must-win leg.
$180.
Goodness me. Sending in the clowns from somewhere.
57.
No clowns on that stage. I have to say, the
134.
PDC stage staff do an incredible job over the course of these 3 days and 3 double sessions. Great moment as well for
81.
Charlie Coulston, getting his opportunity on the big stage.
As the referee, that is.
Yep. But yeah, all the markers and the
65.
referees across the 8 boards do an incredible job.
It's a very, very polished operation.
Well, you hardly notice them. That's how much of a good job they do.
58.
Gilding through to the final. For those who are just joining us, I've had a little message from Barry Lynn saying thanks for the plug about the Walsham Le Willows Super League, and
62.
hopefully another mention tonight. Come on, Team Goldfinger. Well, you never know.
You never know. Barry Lynn, what a dream tournament he had here
85.
few years ago.
Requires 60.
I think it's fair to say he enjoyed his moment, didn't he? Double 10.
50.
Well, Bergh, it's
Dimitri
an important one.
120.
MVG would have enjoyed that. He's struggled down that side of the board today. MVG. Treble for double. Oof.
45. Michael, you require 10.
Double 1 for 7-3.
No score. Dimitri
No,
requires 75.
Tops then.
35.
Lazy last start on the previous visit.
Michael, you require
This cost
10.
him dear.
Well, it certainly cost him at least one double attempt,
Game
didn't
shot on the
it?
10th
And he's
flag,
paid the
Michael
price
van Gerwen.
because Michael van Gerwen gets the leg, gets a break. Took him some time to get there, but it was a break, and it's about the legs. Michael van Gerwen now is well clear. He leads 7-3. He's only ever lost once to Dimitri van den Bergh.
Gets Michael to throw first.
Great
Game
initiative
on.
from the PDC.
Yeah, good to see. Important.
60.
We're all signed up to that concept, and it's in all of our favour.
82. $177.
The break's not done MVG any harm.
80.
It's first to 11. MVG's advantage is becoming very
121.
significant.
For the first time against Michael,
96.
Dimitri's just
Might be
not found his
required
game. I mean,
143.
in the recent World Championships, he was beaten 6-0 and only won 4 legs in that tie. That's 6 sets to 0.
119.
In a real big game, another big semi-final, well, the biggest of them all.
133. Might be required 24.
Double 12.
Game shot on the 11th
One
flag.
dart needed.
Michael van Gerwen. 12
8
flag. It's
doubles
Dimitri
out
to
of
throw
30
first.
now for
Game
MVG,
on.
and the lead is up to 5.
Yeah, it's 5 on the spin.
135.
And they've been solid legs, if not spectacular. 15, 15, 16, 19, and the last one was
100.
a 13.
Michael always does look businesslike on the hockey up there on the stage, but he sometimes seems to sort of produce just a little bit more against Dimitri.
Yeah, and well, against some players, when he feels like
134.
he's getting the tell that you're a beaten man, he can sometimes lose focus. But when he's playing Dimitri, he seems to
145.
really want to drill him.
Yeah, he seems to enjoy the whole process of giving him a bit of a whack.
97. Dimitri required 41.
Great counting there to leave the 170.
8-8.
Game
Good
shot on the
dance.
12th
Well
leg.
played, Dimitri.
Vandenberg. 13th leg.
Needed
It's
that
Michael
one,
to throw first.
and the little mini rot is halted. 8-4.
Yeah, that was Dimitri's best leg of the match. 12-darter.
MVG, a typical response.
80. 100. 125.
Well, second dart, he's berating himself there. The fact that
91.
Dimitri's quite a reactive player. He's sensed that certain tempos and rhythms have not been working, so he's
60.
up and downing the pace.
130.
MVG in control here, it would seem,
90.
and heading for 9-4. First to 11 is the race, and he's 12 darts to 40. That puts the pressure on.
180. Michael required 40.
So tops.
Game shot on the 13th leg.
He likes it.
Michael Van Gerwen.
His entourage
14th leg.
like
It's
it.
Dimitri to throw
The
first.
fans who are wearing the green shirts like it. He's 9-4 up.
97.
Yeah, there wasn't even a flicker from Michael after that max from Dimitri. You can see there's been a consistently
134.
big gap between the two since around leg 3 or 4.
Sorry, carry on.
And it's just been a gap that Dimitri's not been able to close.
I wonder if Andrew Gilding will be watching this,
180.
keeping an eye on his potential opponents, or whether he's just sort of practicing along with an air of
93.
studied indifference.
Yeah, the players' area has several real big screens in there where, you know, quite close to the individual practice board, so he most definitely will be keeping an eye on it.
100.
Just in more sense, just to sort of know what kind of time you're going to be on, because the final will be on 20 minutes after the final dart is thrown,
Dimitri
to give the winner
124.
a bit of time to prep for the final.
124, treble 18 would leave the bullseye. Here it comes. And
Game
there it
shot on the
is.
14th leg. Dimitri Vandenberg. 15th leg. It's Michael to throw first.
Puts a smile on the few Belgian faces who are here.
140.
His last two legs have both been won in 12, and that's coincided with the pace of the game being picked up by Dimitri,
60.
which is a rhythm I think suits him much, much better. I think he gets himself a little bogged down at times by trying to be too perfect.
I'm not
23.
convinced that either of these players are going to love the pace at which Andrew Gilding plays. It's going to be a very different set of problems to overcome for whoever wins this match.
140.
And less experienced players may find it a bit of a problem, and I'm not sure either of these two will.
58.
Michael's pretty much played them all over the years and handled them. All different styles, all
100.
different tempos. Those that try the dark arts.
125.
An opportunity for Dimitri.
Needs a treble.
I'd love to go into the break
37. Michael, you require
9-6 rather than
155.
10-5.
$59. Dimitri require
Well,
164.
This will really raise his spirits if he can find a couple of big trebles now. But no.
58.
Van Gerwen,
Michael, you require
96. Oh, he's gone 19-19,
77.
looking for the two doubles.
Dimitri required 106.
Dimitri produced the two double out shot earlier, didn't he? Leg 6.
90. Michael, you require 90.
19. 3-8, you'd think, yep.
11.
Well,
Dimitri requires
21
16.
darts MVG's had in this leg. Dimitri now, 16.
Game shot on the
There it
15th
is,
leg.
an
Dimitri
important little
Vandenberg.
break for Dimitri Vandenberg, which will just raise his spirits a tad as he goes to the break. Yes, you do have to leave the stage, or you have to have a pause in proceedings. Michael van Gerwen leading.
16th leg, it's Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
A 5-leg spell, winning spell from Michael. And of course, that final leg before our final break was a break of throw, so an opportunity
58.
to close the gap to 2, and you can see how
Yeah.
Dimitri raised his game by some distance in that session from
84.
legs 11 to 15.
10 legs averaging in the 80s and then up over the ton. Needs to continue that.
Yep.
And maybe even go on another notch.
The actual match
58.
average for Michael now is 93.99, 90.11 for Dimitri. We anticipated a match being played at a
125.
much higher level.
Yeah, you do, but you know these formats such as we've had here, they play a lot of darts, don't they, to get to the closing
97.
stages, and fatigue and fitness is definitely
And focus.
a factor. Yeah, concentration.
134.
These events where they are playing on multiple days, it's the Fs that we mention a lot, and it is
96.
Fatigue,
Michael, you require
focus,
158. $98.
Michael
over the
nicely-
years. Michael's proved a master at it.
He has the ability, doesn't he, to actually
96.
get
Michael,
the
you
key
require
moments,
60.
win the key moments in the match. Like this, tops this to go 10-6. Be a shock if he didn't get this.
Game shot on the
There you go.
16th play. Michael van Gerwen. 17th play.
One
It's
more
Michael to
needed.
throw
He's
first.
almost there.
Game on.
3-1 on shot to win this, and after a fairly poor start, once he got into the swing of it, he's looked like the man. And it was that run of what was it, 5 consecutive legs that really got him to seize control.
Yeah, legs 7 to 11, and just prior to that point,
60.
we had the discussion that he was the one looking the most likely to
Indeed.
produce that spell.
42.
Well, the match drawing towards a conclusion, and the questions which are going to be asked then and people are going to be thinking is whether Andrew Gilding is going to be able to give Michael van
64.
Gerwen a match, a decent workout in his first ever televised major final. He's in uncharted
58.
territory at the age of 53.
And, well, Gilding's record against Michael isn't much better than Dimitri's, unfortunately.
43.
6-0 in favour of MVG, but let's hope it's
135.
of the quality of their semi-final here back in 2015, where both players were outstanding.
Well, 2 balls,
100.
double 16 would be a nice way for MVG to
132.
finish this. There's one of them. There's 2 of them.
100.
Oh, I thought it was going to be raise the roof time. The R was coming out of my mouth.
A wry smile from Michael. He would have loved to close that one out.
123.
Right, smiles,
Michael
a W.
required 32.
It's a real showbiz shot, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. double eight.
Game, shots,
And there it is,
and the match.
Michael van Gerwen,
Michael van Gerwen.
an assured performance, and Dimitri van den Bergh once again cannot live with the green machine. Michael van Gerwen goes into the final and continues to underline its status as red-hot favourites here today. He's got Andrew Gilding to come to the semi-final. He's got yet another win against Dimitri van den Bergh, emphatically by 11 legs to 6.